Danny, the champion of the world. This is a good story about a boy and his father. And it takes place a while ago, written by Roald Dahl. And I thought this would be quite appropriate for Father's Day, which is on June 20th this year. Can Danny and his father outsmart the villainous Mr. Hazel? Danny has a life any boy would love. His home is a gypsy caravan. He's the youngest master car mechanic around, and his best friend is his dad, who never runs out of wonderful stories to tell. But one night, Danny discovers a shocking secret that his father has kept hidden for years. Soon, Danny finds himself the mastermind behind the most incredible plot ever attempted against nasty Victor Hazel, a wealthy landowner with a bad attitude. Can they pull it off? If so, Danny will truly be the champion of the world. The filling station. When I was 4 months old, my mother died suddenly and my father was left to look after me all by himself. This is how I looked at the time. I had no brothers or sisters, so all through my boyhood, from the age of 4 months onward, there was just us two, my father and me. We lived in an old gypsy caravan behind a filling station. My father owned the filling station and the caravan and a small meadow behind, but that was about all he owned in the world. It was a very small filling station on a small country road surrounded by fields and woody hills. While I was still a baby, my father washed me and fed me and changed my diapers and did all the millions of other things a mother normally does for her child. That is not an easy task for a man, especially when he has to earn his living at the same time by repairing automobile engines and serving customers with gasoline. But my father didn't seem to mind. I think that all the love he had felt for my mother when she was alive, he now lavished upon me. During my early years, I never had a moment's unhappiness or illness, and here I am on my 5th birthday. I was now a scruffy little boy, as you can see, with grease and oil all over me. But that was because I spent all day in the workshop helping my father with his automobiles. The filling station itself had only 2 pumps. There was a wooden shed behind the pumps that served as an office. There was nothing in the office except an old table and a cash register to put the money into. It was one of those where you pressed a button and a bell rang and the drawer shot out with a terrific bang. I used to love that. The square brick building to the right of the office was the workshop. My father built that himself with loving care, and it was the only really solid thing on the place. We are engineers, you and I, he used to say to me. We earn our living by repairing engines, and we can't do good work in a rotten workshop. It was a fine workshop, big enough to take one automobile comfortably and leave plenty of room around the sides for working. It had a telephone so that customers could ring up and arrange to bring their cars in for repair. The caravan was our house and our home. It was a real old gypsy wagon with big wheels and fine patterns painted all over it in yellow and red and blue. My father said it was at least 150 years old. Many gypsy children, he said, had been born in it and had grown up with its wooden walls,